I feel like I'd rather die than work a 9 to 5. Now, I don't want to sound like I have something against the people who work a 9 to 5. Most of my friends and most of my family works a 9 to 5, and that's perfectly fine. The thing is, it's just it's just how you feel about this, because there are many people that I know and that they're okay having a 9 to 5. In fact, they wouldn't want to freelance, they wouldn't want to have a job. And if that's you, perfect, that's amazing, you know. The thing is, that is not me, and the reason I make this video is because I think there might be other people out there who feel the same. You know, and I need to say, you should never say never. Obviously, this is how I feel. This is not how it truly is. Like, I would not literally rather die than work a 9 to 5. But this is how I feel. I'm saying this just to emphasize how strong of feelings I have towards this. Let me just fix this. That's how I feel about this, and I have actually never literally had a 9 to 5. I'm lying, actually. I did. There was 2 times in my life I had 2 paid internships. One was in Spain and one was in Belgium, and I had to work a 9 to 5. In Belgium, my schedule was a little more flexible. I worked as a assistant general manager in a hotel, and in Spain I worked as a PR, public relations, in a hotel as well. In fact, it was the same chain hotel. So especially with the first position that I had in Spain, I had a 9 to 5, and that was actually the first time I tasted adulthood, I think, because I was 19 years old, and it was the first time I had like a real job, and I remember I just didn't like this idea of being at a job. Many times because remember, it was an internship, so I was doing different types of things. I was like, collecting dishes from the table, greeting clients, even though I did not speak Spanish, but yeah, greeting clients in English, talking to them. But many times I would just do computer work, I don't quite remember what I was doing exactly, but I remember that I was at the computer in the back of the reception, filling in some information about clients, about guests, and printing them out and stuff like that. And it was so depressing. And then again in Belgium, and then I had my part-time job where I worked as a bartender. That was really a job that I ended up not liking. I actually hated it, ended up hating it, and dreading the days when I had to go to work. I just found out that 9 to 5 might not be for me. And again, if I would absolutely have to do it, obviously I would do it. Like, for example, if I don't even need to give an example. If I would absolutely have to do it, then yeah, because I think we as humans, we can adapt pretty easily, more easily than we think we can. But it's not something that I want. It's not something that I would ever want to do again. So right now, what I do for a living, I'm a freelancer. I have my own clients, and I can basically work whenever I want. I can work 12 hours a day, and then have days when I don't work at all, or I can work 4 hours a week, or whatever it is, But specifically for my clients, I don't need to put in that many hours every week, just because I developed some systems for myself, and because now with experience I know what I have to do, and it's easier, so I don't have to put nowhere near to the 8-hour or 9-hour days you would have in a 9 to 5. However, when you're a freelancer and when you're responsible for your own schedule, you many times end up working more than you would probably do in a 9 to 5. And that is because I now also consider work just researching, just taking a course, learning more about what I do, developing myself professionally, and even this with a YouTube channel, this is also work. I do enjoy what I do. I do enjoy working for my clients. I really love that. I enjoy creating campaigns. I enjoy creating ads, looking at the metrics, optimizing them. I truly enjoy, educating myself, taking a new course, investing in a new course, getting better, consuming information and applying it, getting better professionally. I truly enjoy making these YouTube videos as well, and this is why I do this. Main reason is because I enjoy doing this. But at the same time, I probably end up working more than I would if I would just have a 9 to 5 and wouldn't care about anything else. I just have a 9 to 5 that I hate. I don't have a plan to exit it. I just work that, and that's it. From 5 p.m. till 10 or 11 when I go to bed, I'm free to do whatever I want with my time. Weekends are my own, and in a holiday, again, it's my free time. I do whatever I want with it. But I wouldn't enjoy those 8-9 hours that I'm at work. I wouldn't enjoy the 180-hour months. I think that's what it is, right? 9 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4, 180. So I would hate the vast majority of my life. And again, this isn't to say that there might not be jobs out there that have this schedule 9 to 5 that I would enjoy. Most probably there are, but I'm talking about in general, right? In general, I wouldn't enjoy being in a cubicle and just slaving away for 9 hours at a job that I hate. I mean, I wouldn't enjoy a job that I hate, it's obvious. But yeah, I would just hate my life. I would just hate that. So even if sometimes was the case, I would make probably less money freelancing than I would having a 9 to 5, and at the same time I obviously have less security as a freelancer, right? Because you can lose a client at any given time. Even with those, I'm still willing to do this trade-off, just because I'm much healthier, mentally and physically. Just because I don't like that idea of going to a 9 to 5 and having to ask permission for holiday or whatever it is, even permission to go to the bathroom, right? I don't like that. And then your boss or your manager or whoever is in charge of you is not even a very good leader, does not know how to show appreciation towards the work you do, you're going to lose even more motivation. And so you basically end up working now 9 hours a day just so you can pay your bills. That's your only motivation, is the payment. There's nothing you like about the job, and that's the reason why I don't want to work a 9 to 5 job ever again, or ever in my life. I would rather, even though now it's not necessarily the case, but I would rather make less money but enjoy what I do, have my own time, work whenever I want, be responsible for my own schedule, instead of being a robot. And again, I'm only talking to you people who maybe hate your job right now, or just hate this concept of 9 to 5. Because, for example, for me, I might find that I'm sometimes more creative during the evening. And, for example, I'm not really creative and sharp during the day. So I find that it's either early morning, when I can be very efficient, I can work 1 hour but have more done in 1 hour than I would have in 2 or 3 hours during the afternoon. Well, then I can create my schedule according to that. But when you're at the job, you cannot do that. You cannot say, okay, it's 1 o'clock, I'm gonna have a 1 hour nap, because my mind is not sharp enough, it's not working well. Unless maybe you're at Google or Facebook, working for those companies. I don't know if they changed now in 2024, 2025, but I know they had something similar. So that's why I'm saying there might be jobs out there that I'm sure I would probably enjoy, and I would enjoy maybe this type of schedule. But actually, even now, talking about Facebook or Google, if they would allow you to have a nap in the afternoon, for example, or just have a longer lunch break, just because you're not that efficient anymore, then probably they're not keen on you being there 9 to 5, right? You're just working on projects. So I prefer that much better. But again, there are many people who are okay with a 9 to 5, and that's fine. I have many people in my family and many friends that I love that are okay with that. I'm not talking to these people. I'm talking to you. If you dread or hate the idea of a 9 to 5, there's ways out of it. There's ways out of it, As I said, I'm a freelancer. I do Facebook ads, and I have my own clients. And by the way, I can help you all with that. I do have a paid coaching program. You don't need to buy my program by any means. I'm mentioning it over here. But you can. It's a fly that keeps bothering me. But you can. The idea is just learn a skill or start a business. I think it's easier to learn a skill that you can monetize and you can offer to businesses, and that they will pay you for, Like, for example, again, I do Facebook ads, but it can be web design, it can be pretty much anything. So just If you have a job right now, a 9 to 5, and you're feeling the same, do a little bit of research. My God, this fly is pissing me off. Do a little bit of research, and because you can get out of it. You'll have a 1 year plan, get out of it, or not even 1 year. Maybe, I think you can do it in 6 months, maybe. If you already have some money saved, I mean, you can learn a new skill in 1 month. That's what I do with my coaching clients. I teach them how to run Facebook ads for local businesses within a month. Okay, that's our goal. But again, can be any skill. Maybe you already have a skill. On the side, try to get some clients. And the thing is, don't settle down for something you hate, something you don't like. Because time is more valuable than money. And time you can never get back.